Okay, so let's look at this one. So in this case here, we've got an even power of cosine and an odd power of sine. So in this case, we're going to focus on the sine since it has an odd power. And so now we're going to shave off one of those sines, and we're going to write it as the integral of cosine to the 8th power times, times sine to the 4th power of x times sine x dx. So now I'm going to use my identity to change this into terms of cosine. So remember, the identity that I'm going to use is sine squared x equals 1 minus cosine squared x. So I'm going to write this to sine squared to the power of 2. So I'm going to write this as cosine to the 8th power of x. And I'm going to write this as sine squared x squared. Sine x dx. And now I'm going to do my substitution. Okay, so this is going to become cosine 8x, and this is going to become 1 minus cosine squared x, quantity squared, sine x dx. And so now I'm going to use my u substitution. So now u equals sine x, and du equals negative, hold on. Oh, yeah, I knew something wasn't right. So u is going to be cosine x, and then du is going to be negative sine x dx, and so we get negative u equals sine x dx. And so now I'm going to use my u substitution, and I'm going to get u to the 8th times 1 minus u squared, quantity squared, and I get du, and I'm going to put the negative sign there. And so now I'm going to simplify this, okay? So now I have to simplify this, and this becomes what? This is going to become the integral of negative u to the 8th minus u to the 10th Oh, I'm doing that wrong. Hold on. Just realized I'm not paying attention to what I got this squared. I forgot that that's squared. So this has to be FOILed first. So this is going to be negative u to the 8th. And I'm going to get 1 minus 2u squared plus u to the 4th du. And now I'm going to distribute. So that's going to give me negative u to the 8th plus 2u to the 10th minus u, u to the 12th. du. Okay, and so now I can integrate this thing. Okay, let's do it. So this is going to be negative 1/9 u to the 9th plus 2/11 u to the 11th minus 1/13 u to the 13th plus c. And now I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to put in my cosine x, and I'm going to rewrite this in decreasing degree, decreasing order. Okay, so now I'm going to write this as negative 1/13 cosine to the 13th power of x plus 2/11 cosine to the 11th power of x minus 1/9 cosine to the 9th power of x plus c. And that's it. That's my final answer. Okay. We'll come back and do another one. Take care.